Hello everybody, welcome to Bird Stadium in Maryland. Today your Wake Forest Demon Deacons take on the Maryland Terrapins. Last year Maryland had the better of Wake Forest by routing them by 20 plus points. This year is different. Wake Forest has already beaten two ranked teams in the top 5. Maryland's not ranked, but let's see if they can get a win here today. So let's pick things up in the second half of the ball game. Halftime stats, keep an eye on that because those numbers would change and they would change drastically. So far for Wake Forest, 159 total yards. Maryland, 151. As you see, time of possession goes easily in Wake Forest's favor. But anything can happen in the second half or even one quarter for that matter. So with that said, let's get into the second half of the ball game here in Maryland. 13-10 is your score heading into the second half. Here, first play of the third quarter, and this is Hills finding his tight end, and the tight end can do no wrong. All the way down to the Wake Forest 15, and that sets up this 3rd and 4 with 40 seconds gone in the second half. Hills to Etta, and Etta is good to go. Amba Etta from Perry Hills dodges 3 Wake Forest defenders, and he's in the end zone, and it's 20-10 Maryland. So we were just saying Maryland got the better of Wake Forest last year. Well, it looks like they're starting to do that again. Let's see if Wake Forest can answer. 2nd and 6. Minute and a half in. This time, Cameron's going to find Walter Smith, who won't go down, and that's at the Wake Forest 40, first down. Now at midfield after another first down conversion, it's going to be a slip screen setup for Desmond Wortham. Wortham in the clear. He's got him in, he has pure speed, and he uses it down to the Maryland 30, 29-yard line, somewhere around there. So, first down for Wake Forest. As you see the replay, Wortham followed his blocker, and it paid off this time for a big chunk of yardage. Now, after that big play and another first down, Wake Forest will set up for play action. Cameron fakes to Wortham, finds Anthony Rook, who is gonna step out at the one we were about to call that a touchdown, but unfortunately he cannot get in. But you know who can get in? Brendan Turner, the fullback. Yes, fullback dive works perfectly, and this game is a field goal game once again. 2017 Maryland leads. Studio update: Clemson, Georgia Tech. Yeah, remember Clemson? Wake Forest beat them 31-30 in overtime. Well, they're up 24-6, so maybe after playing Maryland last week, Clemson has a target on their back. They were ranked 4th when we played them. They've dropped to 23rd in the nation. So they look like they're going to win there. Well, Maryland might look like they win here also, because that is an interception from Tyler Cameron. But let's see what Maryland does with the ball. After Darwin Kelly picks it off, how about Ford Howe for Wake Forest? Oh yeah, you've never heard his name, and that's because that's the first play he's really made all season long, and it's a big one. Maryland threatening in Wake Forest territory deep, and Ford Howe returns the favor. Back-to-back INTs for both teams, so now Wake Forest drives it near midfield, play action again to Wortham. Cameron looks, he'll find Brendan O'Neill, the backup halfback to Desmond Wortham this year since everybody left. That's one of the key things looking out for recruiting this year. He gets a good chunk there, picks up about 6. 3rd and 3, Brendan O'Neill again. Yeah, why not? The big boy can run. We're in the 4th now, and it's still a field goal game. Handoff to Wortham. Wortham, pure speed, gets around 2, and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons have now taken possession of the lead. They will go for the PAT to play smart. It is 23-20, and now 24-20, 7 minutes left in the ball game. Wake Forest defense has had trouble all year, and they quickly allowed Maryland to get down to their territory until 3rd and 18, Perry Hills. Yeah, he's going to go down. First sack for Wake Forest of the game. That is Looney applying the pressure. 3rd and 18, you didn't think it would happen, but watch the throw from Hills. Dot. End zone, Tyvon Jacob. That's all you can say. College, you need 1 foot in bounds. They will review this, but oh my, what a throw, and where's the Wake Forest defense on that play? Ladies and gentlemen, no one got a hand up. 3 people were around. That's easily out of field goal range or barely field goal range, possibly a miss for Maryland, but no defenders get their hands up. You saw the replay. That right foot tapped in, and with 1 foot in college, that's all you need. Touchdown Maryland. They're up 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. This one could come down to a barn burner. Remember, it was 13-10 Maryland at half. So, 2nd down, what do? Well, you run 4 verticals. Anthony Rook, the tight end, works most of the time, and there does also. That sets him up for a 2nd and goal a couple plays later. And with 2:40 to play, a little slip screen, Wortham looks to cut inside, but he is met by 3 Maryland Terrapins. And on 3rd and goal, it wouldn't phase. Tyler Cameron has Jonathan Williams wide open, and that's an easy 6. However, what do you do now after Wake Forest? Do you kick the PAT and only go up 4, saying that you need a game-time field goal? Or do you go for 2 with the hopes of you making it and forcing Maryland to get a touchdown to not even feel safe? Because even if they do, they're only up by 2. So, here we go. Wake Forest goes for 2. They will get it. Jonathan Williams squeaks in, and another studio update. Clemson, well, it was no shocker. They were up 24-6. They go on to end this 38-6. Clemson drops from 4th to 23rd. They will look to climb the rankings again. But right now, we really don't care about that game. We care about Wake Forest. They are up 5 with just about 2 minutes to go. So let's head back over to Byrd Stadium in Maryland. 35-27, under a minute to play, Maryland ball. Perry Hills has Riddle. No one can solve the riddle for the whole 2nd half of Joe Riddle. He picks up a 1st down. However, 25 seconds left. This could be your ball game. 4th and 3, Maryland's out of timeout. Hills, he does what he does best. Finds the big man wide open, and with this AI, they're never going to mess up. 1st down, now 2nd down. 15 seconds and counting. Hills wasting time. Has Isaacs open middle of the field. The clock is, well, it's going to stay stationary. Don't know why, but it does. Maryland will get the snap off with about 6 seconds. They will spike it. And the final play of the game, well, who else? Joe Riddle, the Riddler, comes through. The game isn't over yet, folks. Wake Forest did get a field goal, and now Maryland needs 2. So, with that said, ball game or overtime. Maryland down 2, 3 seconds left. It's obviously a pass. Hill sets up. He's looking, still looking, and Ambaeta barely crosses the plane. So into overtime we go. 35 all. Desmond Wortham picking up a very crucial 1st down there. And on 1st and 10, Cameron will find Rook, corner of the end zone, touchdown Wake Forest. They're going to play it smart, and they're going to kick the PAT to go up 42-35. So we had Maryland's offensive possession. Wake Forest just needs 1 stop and it's over. However, 3rd and 3, Perry Hills has different ideas. Isaacs again, toe drag on the sideline, beautiful catch, 1st down. Now 1st and goal, Joe Riddle, once again, his name has been the player of the game if they do indeed win this in the very end. He gets in, and we're tied at 42 all. Maryland won't go on to score a touchdown in double OT, so now Wake Forest has a choice. If you get 6, do you go for 2 and end it? just like they did against FSU a couple years ago, where they lost heartbreakingly. Well, tell Desmond Wortham to not go for 2. I'm sure that's on his mind. They want to win this ball game, and that catch and pass right there, yeah, that was big. That was big. From the 1, full back dive setup. We go strong toss. Desmond Wortham is in, and now the decision from Coach Mathis: tie it up or go for the win. Let it all hang out. 49-48. Double OT, nothing else matters. Coach Mathis is going to go for 2. They do have a timeout if they want it, but look at Maryland's defense. They know it could be a run play, and it is. To the outside, Wortham has to cut back. He has speed, and he is in. Wake Forest again wins on the season. Wortham, pure speed and acceleration came through in the biggest time of all, and Wake Forest is going to win in double OT. That is their second overtime game in the last 5 games, and they are 2 for 2 on the year in overtime. Clemson and Maryland both fall victim to Wake Forest. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a good one here today in Bird Stadium. We saw a 13-10 game at half transform into a 50-49 game. Wake Forest improves 2, 5-3 on the year. Next week they have Duke. At Duke, it should be a fun one. Come back for what could be a bowl-clinching game for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Only their second one in 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed. We'll see you later.